Hey guys, so this might be my last gardening video. There might be one more after this because we are dwindling down on what's producing in the garden. The cucumbers have pretty much stopped producing. The squashes have kind of pretty much stopped producing. The eggplants have stopped producing, and the ones that were ripe on the purple eggplants kept getting eaten off. So we weren't able to harvest any of the purple. I just pulled off a bunch of white. You'll see that in this video. There is a little bit of spaghetti and butternut squash still growing, but I don't know how much they're gonna grow. The yellow squash has pretty much stopped producing. And zucchinis pretty much stopped producing. So and the cabbages aren't producing anymore either. So pretty much what's left are the tomatoes and the peppers. So those are still producing. Those I'm still gathering and pickling. But let's get into all of the clips. So for today's harvest, we have a big yellow golden Carolina Gold tomato. We have one of the slicing tomatoes. We have a Roma tomato. This one fell off the vine, so I picked it up. And then a bunch of cherry tomatoes. So today I was looking around in my zucchini plant and didn't notice these before they got so big. But look how big. Like, for comparison, there's my hand. Like, look how big those zucchinis got. They are humongous. They got forgotten about and left on the vine, but I'm gonna have to figure out something for these because they are huge. So then for the rest of today's harvest, we have one of these slicing tomatoes that was ready to come off. It just needs a couple more days to ripen. This Roma tomato, it needs a couple more days to ripen up and get red. And then all these cherry tomatoes. So for today's harvest, we have a zucchini, a spaghetti squash, and this needs to get a little bit yellower, but I took it off the vine because it was starting to get like really scratched up in the back. But this should be ripe in like several days, I want to say. But I'm just going to let it get more yellow before I do anything with it. But I do have a cooking video that I want to do with this one. We have two of the pickling cucumbers, and these were just left on the vine really long, and they started to turn like orange in the back. But they're not soft or anything, like they're super firm. So these are probably still good. They've been on the vine this whole time. One of the tasty green cucumbers. This is one of the burpless cucumbers. And two butternut squashes. This one should take, I don't know, I want to say like I want to let it ripen for a week off the vine before I do anything with it, because the last one was really hard. So I'm wondering if this can get any riper. And then there's one here which, when I cut it, I didn't realize it was as green as it was in certain spots. So this one probably could have stayed on a little bit longer, but I'm gonna give this like a week or two to ripen as well. Then I still don't know what these tomatoes are called, but this is one of the ugly tomatoes. I found this like in the way back. There was another red one back there, but it was all mushy and like rotting in some spots. So I was definitely too late picking that one, but this one, I can clean this one up and use it. We've got one of the slicing tomatoes, a Roma tomato. We've got two of these hot red cherry peppers. So these are the hot ones. These are 5,000 Scovilles. And then today there was a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes that decided they want to ripen all at the same time. So I have an abundance of cherry tomatoes today. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with them, like a recipe or something, because this is a lot to just eat by themselves. So, and I don't want them to go bad. So I'm gonna figure out something to do with these. Hey guys, so I've kind of been slacking on my gardening videos, my vegetable picking. I've just been picking them and not filming it because I've kind of just been, I've been doing a lot of like canning and stuff lately. So this was my first successful can. I made tomato sauce yesterday and this is all I got. And then like maybe like half of a jar, which I didn't can. My daughter just ate it, but this is my pasta sauce. It's got zucchini, garlic, and basil in it. And then it's got 3 different kinds of tomatoes. It's got Roma tomatoes, those like big ugly tomatoes, and then 1 of the slicing tomatoes. But I used 9 Roma, 3 of the ugly, I believe, and then 1 of the slicing tomatoes, and that's all I got. So definitely need a huge harvest for the next sauce. But I used a pint jar this time instead of a quart, and I was able to seal it. As soon as I took it out of the water bath, the boiling water bath, not even like a minute later, I heard the top pop and it like sucked right in. So I was like, oh, that's a successful seal. So I was super excited about that. I was also able to pick 3 blackberries today, which I'm really excited about because the birds are usually eating these, but these are all intact. There's no peck marks on them. So I'm super happy about that, and I can finally eat some of the blackberries. I did pick another butternut squash yesterday. My dad, I believe, took 1 of the other ones that I picked. My mom took 1 that I picked, and we gave 1 to the neighbor. So this is the only one we have left right now. My spaghetti squash is getting more yellow, which I'm super excited about. I can finally, like in the next day or 2, do my recipe that I was going to try with this. So I'm excited about that. And there are some that are on the vine that are yellowing that I'm super excited I get to pick soon. Then we have a whole boatload of cherry tomatoes, and there's some in here as well as a Roma tomato. Then over here, these are all on the wall ripening. That's a pool filter. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Romas, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the ugly tomatoes. So this will be part of my next batch for sauce. So I'm excited about that. And there's an orange one, a golden Carolina Gold, I think it's called, on the vine that's going to be ready to pick in the next day or 2. So I'm excited about that as well because those are really sweet. And then I have 3 of the burpless cucumbers, which I'm probably going to use these for more pickles. The pickling cucumbers have gone orange. They've all gone orange. The plant has gone, it's drying up, it's going yellow, the leaves are browning. So I think that's the last of the pickling stuff. But these, even though they're not as crisp once they're pickled, they'll still make for good pickles because we have a whole bunch of jars that I made from these burpless cucumbers, and they still taste amazing. I just probably not going to seal them and just give them away because to seal the jars you have to boil it for 10 minutes, and I don't know how crisp these cucumbers are going to be after the water bath. So I'm just gonna have to just put these in jars and just give them out and eat them quickly, I guess, because the cucumbers only last about 3 weeks in the fridge open. So these are the Carolina Reapers. That one right there is just starting to turn red. I pulled it because I want to make pickled Reapers for my friend who loves them. So she's gonna be excited about these. There's one more on the vine that is just starting to turn red that I'm gonna pick like in the next couple days. And once these are good and red, ripe, it'll be time to pickle them. So here I've already made 2 jars of Reapers. I made 3 Reapers in each jar with other hot peppers and put them all together. And I've given one of those jars away already. So I've cooked up 6 already, but this is what we have right now. These are all Reapers except for this one is a ghost. And this one is a ghost. But all the rest of these are Reapers, and I'm going to be making up some more batches of Reaper pickled Reapers with other various hot peppers like I have right now. There's 3 jalapenos, and then this is a jalapeno that turned red, so I believe that this is going to be a little hotter than the green ones. And then I have one of the hot red cherry peppers. So probably tomorrow I'm going to cook up another batch of the Reapers with some of the jalapenos, one of these, and I'm going to cut a few of the what are they called? A few of the Hungarian hot wax off as well, and just make up a big batch of hot peppers and jar a few of them up. Then these I cut off today. I don't think they're getting any bigger, so I don't think they get any bigger. So I'm gonna have to figure out something maybe for dinner tonight to make with these. These are the white eggplants. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And then this is just a blackberry. One lonely blackberry that was on the bush. But these eggplants, I'm going to, maybe I'll slice them like into like quarter size pieces and fry them up. I don't know. I am going to tonight be making the spaghetti squash. I'm actually going to be cutting 2 of them in half and baking them and making spaghetti out of them. So I will be doing a video on these as well. So I believe the video might already be up, but I don't know about the order of these things. This might be my last gardening video. I'm not sure, because we're dwindling down now. We really only have about like peppers left and tomatoes. So, but I have 4 of these. So I'm going to be cooking 2 of these up and making spaghetti out of these. So there is a video on that. If it's already up, I will tag it in this video so you can watch it. And then we do have a lot of tomatoes. And this one I just picked today. And I have been making tomato sauce out of these. I am going to try to make a batch of tomato soup, possibly from the remainder of the tomatoes. So I might do a video on that. I'm not sure. I didn't do a video on the pasta sauce, but I did make some that I will show you in the spaghetti video. So I just wanted to show you, this is the Golden California Blunder, I guess the orange pepper, bell peppers. This one has been the hardest to bring back to life, but as you can see, we now have peppers started on that. So I'm super excited. I didn't think this one was going to produce anything really this year, because all of these that were like, all these buds right here that you see like that were falling off. But these ones are growing, so I'm super excited to have some orange bell peppers before the season ends. I also wanted to show you, I'm not going to touch it, but this is the ghost peppers. And look how many are on there. I'm just waiting for them to turn red so I can harvest them. Only 2 so far. We've had better luck with the Reapers getting ripe faster. I also wanted to show you this plant. This is the giant Marconi peppers, and look how big they get. These are supposed to be 8 inches in length and 3 inches in diameter. So, in diameter and width, I guess, right? 8 by 3. So these are supposed to turn red. So once it's red, it'll be ready to pick, but it looks like it's gotten like to the maximum length. And there is peppers like all over this plant. And then this is the purple beauty. And there are peppers producing all over this plant as well. I cannot wait for those to get big. So I didn't do as many harvesting clips in this video because it just got too repetitive on what I was picking off. So I just kind of showed you like the highlights of things and things that I was really excited about, like those reapers, even though I don't eat them and none of my family eats them. I've been pickling them and giving them away as, you know, gifts to people who like really, really hot peppers. So that's been exciting. And hopefully I'll have a few more cooking videos with some of the vegetables for you guys. But yeah, that is everything for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.